Hello, everybody. Welcome. That's just that. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to do a question and answer. My name is Becky, and every Wednesday we do questions and answers. All right, so these questions come to me from comments, mostly Facebook and email, some Instagram, some Twitter. Okay, how often should you post videos on a new YouTube channel? Y'all saw the cat back there. I usually say you need at least 3 to 4 videos per week, every week, for 3 months to kind of, like, you can take off really, really well on YouTube, and then it just kind of dies out and you're not really sure why. So like every Wednesday is Q&A. So I look at the sort of just analytics that my QA videos have. Does it need to be a longer video, a shorter video, or am I just right? So at least 90 to 120 videos will give you a good temperature about what works for your audience, what does not. So that's my answer to that. Why do you work X amount of hours after your full-time job? So my full-time job is a 1099 company, and it is NextRep, and I certainly am enjoying it quite a bit. It's a very basic and easy job as far as I'm concerned. The pay is not the highest, but it's not too low either. So I basically dedicate maybe an hour to 2 hours total per month on YouTube stuff, so it is pretty hands-off. But other than that, I try to have a good work-life balance. What is the biggest work-from-home struggle? Probably schedule adherence. Getting up, this is my tea. Getting up and actually getting yourself settled, get into work, do this, do that. That is one of people's biggest struggles, taking that first call after training. You are kind of isolated a little bit physically from your coworkers, but you do have online interaction with a lot of your coworkers and team leads. But really, schedule adherence is it. What is your 3-year plan for your YouTube channel? I've talked about this a little bit before. So I started YouTube about 1.5 years ago. I had a YouTube channel from years ago, but didn't do nothing with it. And really focused on work from home, personal finance. I've got a few little odds and ends things that I do here, do there. But really, it's just work from home, getting those jobs. 2023 has been pretty crazy as far as people trying to find work and stay employed. Everybody heard what Centene did as far as laying off 2,000 workers across the board. And I actually had interviewed with a company that was going to do work for Centene, and I was like, ooh, no, thank you. I'm gonna just, no. Nope. If I don't want to be part of it, layoffs. Okay, how do you use transferable skills? So, a lot of people, I get this a lot as far as stay-at-home mothers. This does go for stay-at-home dads, stay-at-home grandparents, stay-at-home aunts and uncles, but we're just going to say the stay-at-home mother. So, you can budget, so handle financial transactions, handle time commitments over various people as far as doctor, sports, school, grocery, whatever. Great time management skills, good financial skills, handling a lot of de-escalating issues. Kids are screaming, de-escalate. They want this, de-escalate. Other transferable skills could be if you've done any sort of daycare in your home, pet sitting, house sitting. All of those have transferable skills as far as being responsible for somebody else's property. Is it more important to get more money or benefits? It depends, and I go back and forth on this with myself quite a bit. I'm trying to sort the benefits thing out, and I think I have it, but I'm not for sure. I won't know until the 30th, really. that's kind of where I'm at with that. But money is important. Everybody's got bills to pay. If you've done a reverse budget by following my reverse budget videos, then you know that it is just like super, super important to have enough money to be comfortable. We are all one big medical bill or legal bill or tax bill away from the poorhouse, of being in extreme financial trouble. So you really need to balance that, your work life, what are your obligations to your family. And I always tell people, if you have scheduling difficulties, you need to check out the 1099 companies. Yes, training is during a certain time, but outside of training, you just schedule yourself during the client's hours. Okay, how do I explain employment gaps? So let's talk a little bit about that. Some people say fudge the numbers a little bit, and meh between the jobs. You don't necessarily have to do that. You can always say, I took time off to do a course, to volunteer, to, increase my knowledge, work on some stuff, work-related projects, stuff like that. I tell people you were never fired. You were always looking for opportunities for growth, which thankfully, and I've been lucky, I've not been fired from a job, nor have I left because I was going to get fired from a job. But I do understand that these situations do exist. Try to spin it as a learning experience. So, for example, there was a lot of poor communication going on at my old job. Several of us were let go due to streamlining the business process. From that, I learned to, get this certification, that certification, help with your timeliness, schedule adherence, things that you did to improve yourself, and go from there. Why do 1099 companies want you to pay for a background check? Because you're your own boss, and that is tax deductible on your end. You are not an employee, whether it's NextRep, Omni Internationals, Live Ops, Working Solutions, Arise. You are not an employee, so there are business deductions. It is up to you to decide if that's the sort of deduction that you want to make. For me, I'm not spending more than $30 on a background check for anybody. But you do want to keep a couple of options open all the time so that you're better able to keep working. Company X offered me a position. It pays per talk minute. So I always say, reach out to former and current contractors or employees. If you're being paid by talk time, that's usually in the form of a 1099. And what you can do is ask them how many minutes out of the hour are usually active. When are the busy times during the day? So take NextRep. A lot of people want the overnight, but it's not very busy. You do get paid more for 7A to 7P Central Standard Time. So if you book those times, those intervals they call them, or commits if you're in live ops, then you get paid more. And you just figure 45 minutes out of the hour. If that's how much you're talking, then that's a safe bet to budget your money. Alright everybody, I'm going to do this video for this day, and next Wednesday I'll be in the same clothes because I'm going to do the next video. We've still got bunches of questions. Alright, my name is Becky. Have a good day.